Welcome back. We're discussing biological men in women's prison, which is a growing phenomenon, I suppose. And joining me again is Heather Mason, founder of Canadian Women's Sex-Based Rights. Heather, as we mentioned in the last segment, you yourself are a former inmate. What's the environment like in women's prisons? Because many of us really don't have any idea.
Yeah, so I've actually done a lot of time in provincial and federal. I used to be addicted to drugs and I just could not stay clean. So I was in and out of provincial, and then I got 3 years and went to federal prison. Um, Prison, it was different. It was a lot different. I was medium security. So we live in cottage style houses. There are 9 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, kitchen, laundry room, dining room. There are no cameras in the house, and the guards come through once every 2 hours to do a check. So there's a lot more, I guess, freedom, if you want to call it that, in prison. So there wasn't a whole lot of transfers when I was in. When I was about to get out, they started transferring in more, and it definitely changed the dynamics of the prison quite a bit. Just there became a lot more like infighting between the women, a lot more just sexual harassment, sexual assaults, a lot of stuff we didn't experience at the frequency that we started experiencing when they started transferring men into the prisons.
So share
Mind
with
you,
us.
that
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
they live in the houses with us. Just wanted to clarify that. So they live there and there are no guards, there are no cameras. So they're able to do whatever they want within those 2 hours between the guards coming.
So the male transferees are living with you in these, for lack of a better phrase, cottage style prison residences where they're checked upon every 2 hours, and there are large gaps where things happen as it would normally, but apparently there's a more exacerbated situation because the men who came in are causing more issues.
Yeah, well, like you mentioned at the beginning of the show, 44% of males who identify as women in federal custody are sex offenders. 86% are in for violent crimes, and 94% of them actually committed their crimes while still living as men. And once they were charged, they started identifying as a woman.
So I'm going to ask the $1 million question. Why? Why do these prisoners start identifying as women? Is this genuine gender dysphoria?
I don't believe it is. As a lot of people know, if you have certain crimes and you're in prison, then you're not safe. So if you've raped women, you're a pedophile, like sex crimes, you are a target in men's prisons. You are going to get hurt. So a lot of those with sex crimes start identifying as women so that they can get special treatment. They're basically become untouchable, because if you are to, say, fight them or bully them, then now you're doing that because of their gender dysphoria. So it's looked upon as like a hate crime.
Oh,
So
wow.
they get more protection that way. And also, if they identify as women, they apply for transfers to women's prisons, and now they are near their victim. And what a lot of people don't know is that in women's prisons, we actually have a mother-child program. So our children 4 years and under can live with us full time. So not only would they get access to women, they would get access to children. So it's actually the perfect setup for those that have sex crimes or violence against women and children.
And I hate to ask this question. We know that women have been victims of sexual assault in prison with trans-identified men. Have children been victims as well?
I have not heard any cases of it so far, which is great. Um, so I'm hoping that there are no cases in the future.
Okay. Uh, and what other concerns do you have with biological men trans-identified now in women's prison? So there's obviously safety, security. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I'm concerned that they're going to remove the mother-child program because they can't keep children safe. So the reason we're able to have that program is because we're not like a men's prison. We're very like open style, like cottages, programs. The guards don't have like watchtowers, they don't have weapons. I like to describe it basically as like a gated community, except the gate never opens. Like it's more of an environment tailored for women and an environment that is conducive to raising your children. Like we have a playground and we
Right.
have babysitters and all those things.